we're back. What's up, bigwigs? Here we are in the studio for the last time ever. No, the show is not ending. No, we're not burning down the building, but Mike is moving.
That's right.
This is a sappy time. You just told us. You were like, this is the last one here.
Crazy.
It's not as sappy as you'd think. I think we're moving to a place where things are going to be so much better for both the audio and the video product.
Great.
Obviously, we have these very noisy neighbors we've addressed on the show before. They're in there having a fucking put together furniture party. That's a nightmare, and it's very loud. But I think if you're watching on YouTube, the shot's going to look cooler. We're moving to this kind of like cool Brooklyn-y loft kind of place.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I think
love
it's going to
a
be
loft.
awesome. Yeah.
I can't wait. I really
so
can't
much
wait.
more space.
I know. I don't think a lot of the listeners realize, if you're listening to this episode, there are people next to us who have created QVC in this building, and they are literally standing there selling shit on TikTok or whatever it is.
We've got TikTok Shop. Last week there was a kids camp next door also.
A lot is going on.
It's really,
summer camp.
Starting a podcasting business out of a co-working space. In hindsight, we had to do it to get started, but we're moving up. So
we're moving on up.
Yeah.
Spoken from the producer.
That's
right. So much room for activities in our new studio. Can't wait. It's just going to be we're on the ups.
I think so. I'm excited for it.
Me too.
A sign in the right direction.
Dre just stormed in here from DC. I don't even know who to compare you to right now. I wish I had a reference.
A bull in a china shop.
I don't know.
I have 3 bags with me. I just left my car at some parking lot. I don't even know where it's at. Of course, as I walked down the street, there was a parking spot directly in front of the building.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. But you know what? The car is there. Sorry. And I told you guys, you can completely roast me today. Just roast my timeliness, my appearance. Just use this time to roast me.
You got nice new kicks on. They look brand new. So she was like, roast me. And I'm like, these look like new sneakers.
Roast
Is that really
me.
where you were? She was buying a pair of new sneakers.
Yeah, right. I've had these for a couple years. Roast me.
They clean. They look clean.
Thank you. Thank you.
How was DC?
Went from DC for my brother's 40th, then to Philly for my friend's surprise engagement, then back to DC because my family's selling their home. So I have just been on a whirlwind. And for the last 2 days, I was at an antique roadshow because we're selling my family home. And I feel like
you wanted to write a whole show about.
And let me tell you, I got more content this time. Okay. My uncle's in the hospital for a hernia. So he's on the line. And he's, by marriage. We're not blood related, but my aunt is married to him. He's very much a part of the family now. So my aunt's there, my other aunt's there, and my mom. And they're all distributing, the antique list, of course. And it's a Little Miss Sunshine.
This was your mom's home?
Yes, it's been in our family for 6 generations. We've owned it for over 100 years. So there's all these old heirlooms that are not even heirlooms. They're broken. There's termite infested wooden statues they bought in Tuscany on a travel, but they're
don't take those.
Yeah, let a cousin have those.
All I'm saying is, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't mean for it to sound, very uppity because all these things are extremely old. So they're if you went to an antique roadshow, you might get $20, but they have sentimental value. So we're splitting it up, and there's some sterling silver wedding stuff, but it's just a scene out of a movie.
And here's the thing: out of the whole family, no one wanted the house anymore, though. They were we're good to get rid of it.
Everyone wanted the house. No one wanted to be the one to put in probably $250,000 of repairs.
Got it.
It's an old townhouse. Now, if you look on the website for the listing of the house looks goddamn beautiful, straight out of House of Cards.
Well, you gotta look good if you're going on the website.
I go, damn, this listing looks fire.
Yeah,
look where we live.
No one's seen my real face on Instagram in 7 years. So
it's like the New York City
the
apartments.
house has got to look shiny on a listing site.
The way they make that crown molding look white as snow, it's like New York City. They make those, I don't know, they use the AI. I don't know what they're doing, but these pictures look phenomenal. It's like, wait a minute, I want to live here now.
There are those fish lenses, you go on Craigslist, there's a fish lens, and people make a fucking, 200 square foot apartment in New York City look like a palace.
Yeah, do you ever see those videos? Even just the come into my apartment videos on YouTube that they do?
Yeah,
where they're just
using a different lens.
Yeah, and you're seeing literally, it'll be 350 square feet, and it looks like somebody's living in a spacious apartment in the plaza somewhere. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I want everyone to remember that next time you're looking at an apartment or at my face on Instagram, nothing's real.
Or at my face.
Nothing's real. You know?
It's wild.
And it's funny because if you don't use a filter or, if you like, you have to kind of tell people that. Do you know what I mean? You have I have to be like, guys, big day. That's it. Or like, this is actually, I love when you see like people list their homes and they have like laundry on the bed or something. And you're like, really? That's the only time you could take the photo?
It's
like
wild to me. That shouldn't even be allowed. Like the things that they removed from the pictures that I noticed in our own home.
Oh, yeah.
It was magical. Like there were some boxes. Of course, they just removed that. There's an app for that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I took a photo with a friend and they were like, hold on, let me remove the car behind us. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I wouldn't even think to do that. Maybe that's my millennial old grandma brain. But I was like, oh, okay, sure. Like, then it's like a better background. And I was like,
in there. Right.
Weird.
Striking.
AI is coming for us,
Quick.
Oh my God, they all are. Oh yeah.
Did I tell you how my mom's obsessed with AI? Did I talk about this when I was like, I don't know what to wear for this event? I literally told my mom, I don't know what I want to wear for this event. And she was like, just ask AI.
Ask AI.
I go, Mom, what does that mean? And
she asks Siri, what should I wear?
Literally, not Siri, like AI, like in a like chat thing where like, because I said, Mom, first of all, I had so many questions. I was like, huh? Couldn't you have just said like the pants or the skirt? Like I was like, wait, what? And she literally, this is how we know we're doomed because the boomers are fucking going for AI right now, like hardcore. Because she goes, yeah, my friend who I play tennis with, she was just straight up like, oh, I got this email. I have to write back, but I don't really know what I want to say. And she's like, so she just asked AI and AI wrote a great email. And I was like, ChatGPT? My mom's like, whatever that is. And so my mom's like, so you could just ask them anything. And I'm like, what the fuck is my mom asking AI these days?
She's like really utilizing this, huh?
I can see boomers loving AI.
Loving it.
Because boomers love optimizing
She
things.
loves it so much.
They loved Google,
she's having
too.
AI parent me now. And I'm like, Mom, can you help me with something? What should I wear? And she's like, just ask AI.
Right. So you don't even know if you're getting the right response from your mom anymore.
Not
it's
anymore.
just coming from ChatGPT.
Once I know
Ridiculous.
her texts are longer than like, my mom writes see you, like, you know how you like write cunt, like see you and like my mom's like see you and Tuesday. And I'm like, Mom, you can't write things like that. That's how my mom texts.
Yeah.
Or she'll be like KK or like peace sign or like just like one. So once the texts start coming in with more, words and sentences, I'm like, that's when we know she's gone to AI for her texts.
This has fully transformed itself. And my mom's on the opposite end of the spectrum. Doesn't use phones, can't see, so she has no idea that AI even exists, and she just tells me the world's ending. I just get the full-on, like, Armageddon talk. Like, AI, don't use it. It's scary. You want to answer for yourself. Okay, sure.
Your parents are very traditional, I feel like. And, and the home kind of reflects that, right?
For sure.
Like, antique, like, the crown moldings. Like, she's like, her parents they're religious. They're like good people.
They're good people. Yeah. They're good traditional family. Yes.
My parents were fucking wild cards.
Yeah.
How long have they been together, your parents?
Almost 40 years in October.
Oh my God. That's a
high
long
school
time.
sweethearts.
That's wild.
Yeah, but also your parents have been together, but they set such a standard because you really don't see it as much anymore. And so
like
I'm just
people
looking at
who've been
their
together
lives.
a long time.
Yeah, or high school sweethearts. They just kind of accepted. Like, they could have gotten divorced a while ago, but they're like, nah, we're going to stick it out. We're going to stick it out.
I always think my parents still might get divorced.
It could happen any day, right?
One day my mom's going to come to her senses and be like, hold on, I could date one of these hot students of mine.
No,
She'd kill me
actually.
for saying that. But
She's like, Anna,
it's a little questionable,
Oh, yeah.
My parents are also very independent. So, like, who knows if they've had other relationships throughout these years anyway,
They just wouldn't share something like that.
No, they wouldn't.
You'll find out way long down the road.
Didn't we tell you when we thought my mom was a lesbian for a little while? And my sister and I like did a lot of deep digging. We were like, she has had a girlfriend and we know who she is. And my mom's really weird about it.
Yeah.
And like my mom, this woman lives in LA and I wish she doesn't listen to the podcast because I know she must follow me on social media because my mom would be like, don't post me. I don't want her to see that I'm in town. And I'm like, what?
That's a little sus.
When
this
was
is an old mom's friend.
This woman was obsessed with my mom.
And this was like a fling?
This was, I think they had a fling at some point some time ago because here's the other thing. My dad is very, he's a scary man, but he's like fine to all my mom's friends. He's nice to all of them. He hates this one.
Uh-oh.
And they got in a fight once, and like there's beef, and it's a weird beef, and even my brother doesn't like this person. It's really, all of us have had a taste of this person, and we're like, why don't we like this person? Did she ruin my parents' marriage?
Oh my God. You should follow that path. You should open that Pandora box.
No.
Every
You
time
should
I
not
bring it up,
follow
my
that
mom is
path.
like, I don't even see her anymore. I don't want to talk about her. I stayed at her house once, okay? And I even got the ick. And I was like, red flags all around this situation.
What
It's a big old
story.
red flag.
It's a weird thing. I don't know how we got onto that. Oh, because my parents are wild cards, and my parents probably like
How long have your parents been together, Anna?
38 years.
Wow. Again, still. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another long-standing relationship.
Not high school sweethearts. My parents are way older. They met on a blind date at a Phillies game, and then got engaged
Love it.
within 6 months, got married, and had me within whatever, soon after.
We don't need to do the math here, please.
We don't need to do the math, but yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely wild.
But my mom loves when my dad's gone. Like, that's why I have to get to Philly tonight, because my mom is literally like, we're going because my dogs are getting neutered at her vet tomorrow. But she was like, I made a reservation for 8 p.m. I'm like, Mom, okay, I'll do my best. And she's like, your dad's out. Like, let's go
Your
get
dad's
sushi.
out?
Like, she's so excited. He's got an event. He won't be home till after 10. It's our night. I'm like, okay, lady.
that kind of is nice, though. I mean,
She's
like,
so excited.
Yeah, the fact that you guys have a little night together.
Without Richie, yeah, it's always good.
It's a girls' night. It's for the girls.
No, it's Jared and the girls, but you know.
It's for the girls.
That all checks out. Yeah, that checks out.
I'm like, it's
Jared
for the
and
girls.
my mom, both of them were annoying me today because Jared Amazoned like donuts and like onesies for the dogs after their surgery, and to my
yes.
parents' place, and then like my mom, they don't have like a doorman anymore, so my mom's like, I can't find the packet, and Jared, and I'm like, stop going through me, like I don't want to be on this group chat. Like
Yes.
it's me, Jared, and my mom. That's the group chat always, and they're annoying. I was like, you guys are, and then she calls me and she's like, I have to call my cleaning lady because I think she took it upstairs, but I'm not upstairs. I'm like, Mom, call Jared. Like, I'm not the middleman for this.
I didn't order the cones.
I didn't order anything.
I can't. Thank God that we have somebody checking our mail, though, because I don't know where. I had like a couple packages land in my Brooklyn. I have no idea.
Oh my God.
Let's
Anything
hope they
good?
made it. What?
Anything good?
I think my friend's asking me to be a bridesmaid, so she was checking in on that.
More
Trey,
weddings.
I'm gonna answer that one for you.
Oh my God.
We're gonna say actually I can't. I'm so
I really was just
sorry.
excited to share that news.
I wish
'cause
you the
know that-
love in your life, but like I can't.
This is literally. I mean, we're approaching intervention time.
It might be.
For wedding stuff that you do.
Yeah, the wedding season
Honestly,
stuff.
I like this movie premise of us planning an intervention for our friend who goes to way too many weddings. Okay,
Just cannot help herself.
God damn it, I love myself some
you
more
love
d'oeuvres.
love.
I love love, but here's the thing. I am so scared. My mom was talking about it because I just went to my friend's surprise engagement, and my mom goes, okay, so I've decided you're either getting married in Chicago, Italy, or DC.
Wait, what?
She's already thinking of my wedding because I've been to so many
Has
of my
Nick
friends'
asked
engagement.
her for her
Absolutely
your
not.
hand in
But she's
marriage?
already thinking about it. She's like, God, you've been to so many engagements, so many weddings. What are you doing? And here's my thing. I love love, but for me, the thought of like planning a wedding, it seems so much. I love to just be a bridesmaid, show up, eat the hors d'oeuvres, pop the champagne, have me a day at the altar, but not me standing on the altar.
Do you ever want to get married?
Of course, but I definitely think like I've been to so many that I'm like, okay, I don't need it for myself right now, but I'm so excited for my friends.
That's nice.
Like I love love, but it does, the thought of it, I don't know if it's overwhelming or it just doesn't need to happen for me right now. There's no timeline.
Yeah, I'm like a couple surgeries away from getting married.
Listen, we all have timelines, okay? Some of us, it's procedures.
I gotta be like facelift, you know, like my skin is amazing. I just look like so young and hot, but I'm not. And people are
You
like,
have that skin.
people are like, oh, I can't get
I
over how
can't
good you look. And I'm
believe-
like, I know, and I'm a bride.
You need to look like a 22-year-old
And I'm a
bride.
bride. That's the thing.
I'm
It's-
gonna shock you all one day and be like, hey guys, I actually am getting married.
I'll be very excited.
Thanks.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I would be shocked.
No, we
What do
won't
you
be.
mean?
if you announced that you guys were going to get actually married?
Maybe after 15 years of being in a relationship.
Okay, so yeah.
Where are you guys at
here's
now?
the thing.
You got 8 with Jared?
8 years.
8.
But I want to be able to pay for it all and
Yeah.
not stress about any of that. And it's just like a thing we decide to do because we have a lot of money and we're like so happy to throw a big party.
Right.
I don't care. I know that sounds,
Absolutely.
that's not the whole point of marriage. And some people elope and that's beautiful and everyone wants to do it their own way. But I just feel like I'm okay with how things are right now. I don't need to change it.
Well, it's funny you say that because I actually think it's not the way to look at like marriage. It's the way to. No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
It's the way to look at a wedding because I think in a matter of speaking, it's like the reason why I'm thinking that I probably wouldn't be surprised or can't figure out if I would be surprised is because I kind of think of you and Jared as. Like,
yeah, a lot of people
already.
say your husband, and I always correct
8 years. Yeah, I mean,
do you know how many podcasts I've done? They're like, and your husband? And I'm like, hello, I am like a proud single woman on paper.
See a ring on his finger?
Not even remotely close.
Look at my W-4. Okay.
Yeah.
W-2. What did I send in? Whatever they are. You
W,
know,
yeah, whatever.
Every job has
The
a different
W-tax
form.
But I think that-
swear.
And I check single on all of them, guys.
I think that's the right way to look at a wedding for sure.
yes,
I mean,
at a
to
wedding.
do it at like,
and it's. I think some
you know.
people blur the lines of marriage and wedding.
Totally.
I
Yeah.
think most people probably blur.
100%. People want to have the party,
Yeah.
but it's
And they
want to
celebrate it. And I think it's like my friend who I went to, they've been together 10 years and they had a really nice wedding. I think there were like 100 people there. It was like a beautiful setting. It was like no stakes though. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Maybe it seemed that way from my perspective and they were like freaking out and they had a lot to play. I know they had like family to coordinate and whatever and they did
Right.
it all themselves, which was really
That's
admirable.
impressive. Yeah.
But yeah, but it was like very chill compared to a lot of weddings that I've been to, you know, even the like, you know, the ceremony was very like relaxed and everything.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's just the more and more these things get bigger and bigger, it's so insane to me.
Well, now it's trickling into your mom's brain because she's already planning your wedding.
Yeah, she is. She really is.
Did you ask her what location she wants?
Well, she was thinking that Chicago would be great because Nick's from Chicago, and we'll make our way over there. Nick's got connections over there, and they
really
won't
wants
be in
you to
DC
get
anymore.
married.
I think she just wants me to start thinking about it because I'm so happy to think about my friends. Like I just traveled to Philadelphia for my friend's surprise engagement. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it wasn't even a bachelorette party. It wasn't even a wedding. It was the engagement at this Philadelphia Union soccer game during halftime. You know,
Was it fun?
it was absolutely amazing. But when we get down to the
Was
details,
he a soccer
She
player?
kind of planned it. No, she's the host for all the like halftime shows.
Got it.
So my mom is like, your friends are doing all these crazy events. Like you've got to get in on it. And I'm like, oh God, I can't even
That's
wipe
so
my
nice
own ass.
of you to go and do that.
Well, like there was actually 100 people there. Like
Oh
for
my
this, like her
God.
family, his family, her friends, all of her like work friends. It's a big thing. So then when you start seeing all these big events,
I
you're
don't
like,
know enough people to do something like
the
that. That's why
fuck
I'm like,
am I gonna
just
do?
put that out of your brain, Anna. You're not gonna have a big engagement. No one's gonna be there.
Same.
she's a big radio personality in Philly, Q102.
Q102.
So she's got a lot of connections,
We love
work
Q102.
friends. We love Q102.
That was my station growing up. That and B101, which no longer exists, but like, you know, B101 played like
Yeah.
the ABBA, the like, you know, the old
yeah.
school shit for me. You know what I mean?
Is ABBA considered yacht rock?
No, I don't think so. I think
ABBA's
ABBA's
more
close,
disco than
they're-
yacht rock.
They're closer
Okay.
to disco, I think.
Yes, I guess that is. Yeah.
Why are you into yacht rock lately? Jared likes yacht rock. I feel like,
Of course,
once in
Jared,
a while,
of course.
the yacht
Of course,
rock
of
comes
course.
on the Sirius XM.
I mean, it is
you know?
summertime and we are in a goddamn heat wave. So yeah, yacht rock's on the mind.
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock is
Is
on
Red
the
Red
mind.
Wine a yacht rock song?
I think I would consider it a yacht rock.
Can
you look up yacht rock
Yacht
and
rock
what
is
is
specifications?
what is the
Footloose.
what is
Like,
the
it's
actual
like-
definition of
it's
yacht
like,
rock?
You know,
I think when I think yacht rock, I think like Christopher Cross. I think the Doobie Brothers. I
Okay.
think
Beach Boys?
yeah,
You can throw them in there.
I think it's
So-
the Beach Boys
yeah.
in their own league, in their own category.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love the
do
Beach
too.
Boys.
I love the Beach Boys.
Let's see if there's an actual definition for yacht rock.
Okay,
There's
you
got to
find
be
that for us.
anything you play on a boat.
All
So you
right.
had a crazy weekend.
Mind. Yes, crazy weekend.
Lot
I'm
of life
so sorry
events.
that my mind is completely in a whirlwind.
That's okay.
So yeah, it's time to get back to biz.
It's back. We're back to biz. We're
It
back.
is
I had an
back to
uneventful
biz.
weekend.
Oh my gosh. I feel like it's
Which I
usually after a couple weekends, like you just need a chill, uneventful weekend.
I did do something fun last week. I went to the Kelly Clarkson show with my friend Melissa Rivers.
Absolutely. I meant to ask you about that. I think I liked.
Cool
this
sentence.
is me trying to stay on top of your stuff. I like your stories. Just know that I'm watching and I'm
Thanks
liking.
for watching my stories.
Just know that I'm watching and I want to ask about it later.
Thanks for watching. It was so fun. She's the best. I really love Melissa. And here's the thing, when people are like, my friend today at lunch was like, what's your goal in life? And I was like, I don't, he's like, your character. I'm like, I don't have I can't like list it right now. I have a couple goals, but it's hard to like say
Thank
it.
God, because I feel the same.
And when people talk about like your impressions and stuff, I'm like, nothing really comes of the unless you're booking Saturday Night Live. Nothing is like, the impression is not going to make or break your life. But I do think they lead to different things, and it's like a baseline of something that leads to something else. And like the fact that I'm now friends with Melissa because I did a Joan Rivers impression is just like such a fun thing that happened in life. And I hope we get to like do a project together or something. But I'm like, for now, she's just so fun, and it was so nice of her to like bring me to be. I was like her hype girl at Kelly. It was so fun.
I love it. Yeah. You couldn't imagine a better, exactly what you just said about what your impressions can bring you. People are always like, what is the goal of the impressions? It's something you like to do, you're good at, so you do it, but you don't know where they go. Like, you don't know what comes out. I mean, that's how we met. Exactly.
Like if neither of us did impressions, I don't know that we'd be sitting here right now.
Right.
And I think about that. Like you don't know what leads you to the next gig or relationship or, I don't know, anything.
It's so true. You were on the Kelly Clarkson show with Melissa Rivers.
But I didn't get to meet Kelly. I got to say that. I didn't get to meet Kelly. Here's the thing. I know. I was like, keep your shit together, Anna. I live for Kelly Clarkson. Okay. Like since day one, since she won that night, I voted for her. And then I downloaded on Napster when her voice cracked, when she performed a moment like this. Like I was obsessed.
Yeah.
So to meet her would be like a real check off my list. You know what I mean? It was their last day of production though. So the vibes were just like, I hung out with her like PR people, but who were so sweet. But I was just like, we were kind of sitting in the green room, and then, they were like, there's not really that much room out there. And we had to wrap a lot up. And there were a lot of set pieces all around and all these people who work on the show were like, have a good summer. Have a good summer. And I was like, oh my God, it's literally last day of school vibes. So I couldn't be like, excuse me, can I meet Kelly Clarkson?
I know you guys are trying to like say hi.
Who are you?
And writing each other's
friend
yearbook. You're in the posse. You're considered in the posse. You're in the friend group.
It was so funny. But the craziest thing happened that day. She was so funny about it though. Just like the line, she's innately a comedian. And she was like, she had to deal with something because in the press, Donald Trump, you'll love this. Donald Trump said in the press, you can look this up online.
Oh, God.
He said that Joan Rivers voted for him in the 2016 election. And Melissa had to comment on this because she was sort of like, well, it's great he's saying this and all, but my mom died in 2014.
Oh my. I was like, is she going to bring out the quote? No, she doesn't need to. She does not even need to.
I love that he's just like, I'm like, and he's just out there saying these kinds of things. Like, and it was like in print, like on, and she's like, oh my God. She was so funny. I want to give her credit because she said the funniest line where she was like, I didn't know how far an absentee ballot could go.
That's great.
She could have a whole
into the
page
other realm
of one-liners. It was so funny. And I'm like, I can't believe that's something that you even have to like deal with in your day. Like it was just, I just love that like, that is something that comes up in your life and that you have to address. It was so funny.
That's hilarious. He just doesn't think anybody's fact-checking anything he says.
Who knows? But I'm like, you're 2 years old. Like
2 years too late, buddy. Sorry.
So weird. So funny.
That's hilarious. How's the set? Is it humongous?
No, because I couldn't go and watch.
Oh, they had you in the green room with the but her green rooms are really nice.
Really nice.
That I've seen literally in videos on her social
some
team.
Snacks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good green room snacks.
I got a little charcuterie meats. I got some popcorn. Shut up. Yeah.
Wait a minute. They had charcuterie.
I wouldn't say it was like glamorous, and it's so funny because like Melissa was talking about the green rooms that have been the best of shows
while she's
done.
in Kelly Clarkson's green room.
And it sounds like it's the chef shows, obviously, because like you can't have bad food on like fucking
Top Chef, whatever.
Rachel Ray, Martha Stewart, any of those shows.
Oh, those
like the talk shows hosted by like legit chefs.
Yes.
So you know, Kelly's like kind of thin these days. I'm surprised I got to meet it all.
Kelly's like, you can have a carrot stick and a celery, bitch, and that's
She lost so much weight.
Oh my God, yeah.
This looks good.
Yeah, she looks. Oh, thanks
Mike,
from the rafters.
Yeah, Mike, she looks tight.
What, is it a bad thing to say?
No,
absolutely
she looks
not.
great.
Paying a nice woman that I've met before who is very nice a nice compliment.
I also imagine when you're
Mike's
very
smart.
rich and you lose like weight, like I imagine there's a team of people helping you with it. You know, you're not, because some people are like
there
too
always
much
is,
weight loss, and I'm like, you know what? She probably is doing it in a way that is healthy for her because she has the means to like measure that.
I am sure. Absolutely.
Micros.
Yeah.
It's not like you're looking at somebody like waste away because they're just kind of
Yeah.
like unhealthy.
And
It's,
she had a
you know,
terrible breakup. Like, let her get
Yeah.
hot and feel good.
Absolutely. That was a really big time when she broke up from it was her manager /
Yeah, it was bad. Her husband,
right.
the father of her kids.
Right.
And yeah, it was an ugly divorce from what I remember, or breakup. I don't know if they're divorced. Wait,
divorces take a long time.
There was something I was going to say. Oh, that is the best part of a breakup, though. Like, you get hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get really hot.
It's not
the hottest I ever was was after my breakup.
What is it about a breakup that I guess you just kind of want to reinvent yourself? You chop off your hair, you get your hair colored, you lose a couple, you just like get tight again.
You are
You don't even have
fueled
to
by
try.
vendetta.
Yeah, you don't even have to try though.
So
I
true.
think it's the only time in your lives when you don't
You're like, I'm
have
gonna
to put in
show
too
them.
much effort because the universe just kind of is like, let's just make you sad.
Yep.
So you're
Well, it's a mixture of things. Because you also get comfy in a relationship. Like you want to share a meal together. You'll do little cheat meals. You like want to have ice cream together.
Yeah, when I first started dating Jared, I was like, yeah, I'll smoke pot. I don't smoke pot. But I was like, let me be the cool girl he wants me to be.
Of course. Yeah, truly.
I say too much on air, don't I?
No.
You don't say enough.
I don't say enough.
Anna you're a really good sharer. And I've noticed that I love to listen to everything you share. I won't share as much. And I'm like, Dre, you got to share more.
We got to get it out of you.
We got to get it out of me. But yeah, no, post breakup is hotness. There's a Real Housewife, Kelly Ben Simone. She was only on for a couple seasons.
I know Kelly Ben Simone. Yeah.
She broke off her wedding 4 days before the wedding because he wouldn't sign the prenup.
Wow.
She was like, I'm getting out.
Good for her.
I was gonna say, would that make or break when he doesn't he doesn't want to sign a prenup?
Yep.
Yeah. There comes a point
When
where you have to look
money-
out for yourself above everything else.
Right, but it is the tough thing. I actually don't know. I mean, now that we're talking about money, but I don't know who's worth more.
Yeah.
Everybody should sign a prenup.
You should.
Everybody should sign a
Everybody.
prenup.
I think everybody. Yeah.
Not high school sweethearts. What are they
Yes.
gonna give? Teddy bears?
I think everybody should sign a prenup, whether you have money or not. I mean, if you can afford a lawyer to write it up, I guess. But I think so many people get so fucked, and I think divorces get so much messier.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting over things as opposed to like a lot of time, maybe not a lot of times, but you could probably amicably end a relationship if nobody feels like they're getting fucked over, you know. And I think that's
so
probably
true.
a better way to live than it, you know. Life is long, man. I mean, not every relationship goes 40 years.
I
You know?
know.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a really long time.
It is.
Someone asked me the other day who gets what puppy in the divorce of me and Jared, and
Right.
I literally was like, he gets both.
You're out.
He gets both. There is. No.
I'll be
I
like
don't
the
believe this at all.
deadbeat dad on weekends.
Are
I'll be
we
like,
hearing this?
I'll be like, Jared.
There's no fucking way that's happening.
Yeah, there is. Not with Bobby Flay, but with these dogs, I think he's earned the father status. But I do believe,
Wow.
I do believe that I would be like, hey, I have Sunday off. I'll take the dogs for like a day.
Now let me ask.
Wait, I would love.
Is this because if you and Jared broke up, single Anna is back and there's just no time
There's no
for the
time
dogs?
for dogs. No, it's because Jared ordered the cones, and he.
Is that
I
it?
just think they'll be taken better care of with him.
I see. Okay. I'm just curious.
I don't know how crazy I would be. You know, I'm like 90 years old now. Like, do I still have it in me to like go out till 6 a.m. and like
wrangle around some puppies.
Hook up with people?
It's
Like,
not
I
even
don't
the
know.
6 a.m. thing. I can tell you as a single man without a dog who
How
has
many
dated.
6 a.m. nights you
Yeah,
have
get
over
a
there?
dog, Mike. Get a
6 a.m.
dog.
No, people have told me that. I don't know that I could responsibly take care of a dog.
Here's the thing
But-
about having it, and I'll just say one thing because
Yeah.
I got Bobby so young. You don't even think of it as responsibility. You just have
It's
to
love.
do it.
Yeah, right.
You just like, you don't think of it as like,
Yeah.
ugh, I wish I didn't have to go and walk my dog. Like, I guess in the snow, yes, but like,
Yeah.
you don't think of it. It becomes just a part of the routine. Like, you brush your teeth, you feed your dog, you do
Yeah.
this, you do that, you know. Anyway, continue.
I'm just saying I know
People said to get
like
one.
a lot of women that like, and maybe this is just like a line, but have kind of capped dates at a certain time because they have to go and take care of the dog.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
Whereas single women never do that.
Like,
There's
do you
never a
want to get
time-
another drink?
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly.
Well, when Jared and I first started seeing each other, I would never stay over his apartment, and he's like,
For
"I
the
hate
dog.
that you can't stay over." I'm like, "I literally can't.
Yeah.
Like I can't."
Right.
It's a good out, though. It's a good safe out.
It's nice.
It
It's
is.
nice.
So I mean, it is. You can weaponize it in the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It is frustrating when you're just like the dog will be fine. Just hang out, have another martini. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
But-
See, and I need an out. I'm actually, my new thing is fostering senior dogs.
That's your new thing.
I saw on Instagram and I'm really into it. And maybe that'll be my out for all these future dates
Sorry,
that I don't
that's
exist.
hard though because if they have health issues, you're reliable.
Well,
You have to
they're
pay for
taken
it,
care
right?
of. So this rescue has them. They fix all their issues, and then you just basically give them a good last year.
Oh God, that's so sad.
But they're cute. You know, some of them have one eye.
That'd be too hard.
One of them
for
has a
me.
limp.
To know they're gonna go soon.
Well, instead of getting euthanized, you get to keep them and see them off into the blue green pastures of doggy heaven.
That's like signing up to like cry a lot.
Yeah, why do you want to do that?
I think it's a beautiful thing to do. I
I
can't
don't
foster.
disagree with it, but I don't know that I mentally could do it.
I know it would be really hard. I think I would be able to just know that I gave them a good last couple years or months, I guess. The video that they
Check
made.
out the farmer's dog if you want to give your dog a couple more years.
Whoa! Plug here.
Promo code Anna.
Promo code Anna.
Promo code and linked in my Instagram. Okay,
Absolutely.
linked up there. Yeah.
And I've been slacking on the ads, and I had a potential manager, and she was like, yo, you haven't posted on TikTok in goddamn a month. I went to go check today while driving. Don't ever do that. And I realized I haven't posted on TikTok in a
I
month.
thought you were gonna say I crashed my car. I'm like, yeah, don't do that.
Okay, my
It's
car
okay.
is-
I've been more relaxed on TikTok too because I feel like I haven't seen. I don't know. TikTok hasn't been like.
I know. Doesn't matter. People are watching us, apparently. And we got to stay on it.
Yeah.
And I'm the last person to say this, meaning we have 15 billion videos to post
know.
that I need to edit.
There's a
And
lot
here
to
we
edit.
are.
I literally was like, I could spend the next 2 weeks every day and edit a video.
Yeah.
Not even just us, in terms of
In
my own
general.
content too,
Yeah.
that I haven't put out. Like, I have multiple impressions I never even put out. That I was like, oh, right, I did shoot that. Oh my God, I did
can't.
have that idea. Oh, I have made so many more soups that I haven't edited, and I like really want to do
My
that.
soups!
I'm gonna
telling
put
you,
out,
though,
you
it's
guys. I'm gonna
content.
put out a soup this week. You guys both better be the first comments on it, okay?
Is it like a spot show? Because it's 98 degrees outside.
Well,
If
no,
you
but
send it to me when you post it, so I definitely see it. I'm on
sure.
it. I'm
I
on
did
it.
a tomato soup.
I'm on
It's
it.
tomato season almost. So tomato soup season.
it's
honestly,
tomato season, bitches.
It really is. Jared thinks it's so impressive that I know every
No.
season.
Low key, big wig flex. Knowing the veggie fruit seasons.
Stone fruit season, honey. That's where we're at.
High key, I think. Not even low key.
And
High
it's
key? Okay.
Yeah.
High key.
garlic scapes the other day because
You lost me there.
green
What the fuck is
garlic
a garlic
in season.
Wait a minute. Is it bad if a green root grows from the garlic?
Yeah, she done
She done?
pretty much.
I was
or you can
fighting
like
Nick on
grow
this.
garlic, I guess.
And he was so offended being the
It's
Italian
like when
he
a
is.
potato gets a spud. Like you're
Oh
like,
my God. I was cutting the green as if it was like the freshest garlic. I was like, look at this fresh garlic, Nick. It's just plucked from
That's
the
when
ground.
I throw it out.
Yeah, Nick was like, Dre, that's disgusting. It's time to throw it out. I was like, what are you talking about? This is a fucking delicious garlic. He's like, Dre, it has the green sprout. I go, that's a sign of freshness. So that's the opposite.
The opposite. It's old.
I should have called you up. I was like, I'm right, you're wrong, Nick. He goes, no, you're
You
absolutely
know I'm a
wrong.
5-star chef.
Absolutely. I never doubted you. I know you are.
I think that's my next series. Instead of just soup queen, like 5-star chef.
you have been
'Cause I
posting
cook-
many a different plates.
I cook a lot. Lately, I've been cooking a lot because I've been trying to eat. I've been doing this diet for my stomach, whatever. So I haven't been eating out as much. And it's very interesting because when you do that and then you eat out, you're like, oh my God, my stomach hurts after every meal.
Totally.
Yeah.
But
You don't know what they put in that.
I've been cooking a lot.
Do you have a good prawns recipe? We can do this off air. No one needs to know about the prawns
Prawns?
recipe. But
I don't buy a lot of prawns, like head on prawns.
yeah, the head on prawn.
I would just grill it.
Yeah.
a little olive oil, throw it on the grill, you know? Shrimp, I got a lot of recipes for. I love shrimp. I like making, and shrimp are so easy to cook. Literally, just like wait till it's pink.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's all, and it takes like 2 seconds. I think we should take a break, right?
I think we should. Yeah.
Okay, Mike hasn't given me the break sign, but I feel like it's been a while.
Your,
forgot about
your
the
instincts
breaks.
have served you well.
Thank you so much. You know, it's just second nature now.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick
It's all
break,
the fresh garlic.
and we'll be right back. And we're back. And I had a bigwig night last night. Like,
Did you?
bigwig night. I went to this Motorola event for the Razr phone.
The TBT of it all.
Remember the Razr?
I saw your stories once again. I liked them.
Thanks for liking them.
Listen, I'm telling
Sorry
you,
I didn't notice your likes on my story.
I'm telling you that I'm very present.
Okay, here's the thing. Motorola, you guys remember the Razr phone, right?
How could we not?
I had a Razr.
Oh my God,
Dark
yeah.
gray Razr. That the click of that phone is just so satisfying. That was a good flip phone. The Razr was
It was the best.
The ultimate.
It started the being able to angrily end the call. You slap
Yes.
it down. And you could also
you
flick
could do
it
that
with one
a Star
hand.
Tac too if you really
Yeah.
were a businessman back in the day. But
And you
yeah.
slam down
It's the only flip phone that I actually remember as like
as a flip phone.
yeah, I know I had other flip phones, but I don't know what they were called.
Well, it
You
was
know,
also
the Razr was
You're
like
right.
It was
That kind of
post
was
the
a
Nokia
name.
era, so it was
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
like we had a phone that didn't flip, and then we went back to the Razr because it was so fucking sleek. You
Yeah.
know, it was so
Right.
chill.
It was the tiniest.
I really thought
and
I was gonna
sleekest.
get one last night. Like I was like, well, obviously I'm going to an event for it. They're gonna give me
They
the
should
Razr.
give you old-
They
an
didn't
old
give
one.
us any Razrs.
Did
The
you get
new
a
one,
goodie bag?
no, nothing. The
No class.
but here's what we did get. We did get a Paris Hilton DJ set. Okay.
All right.
That's hot.
And it was so I went. Jordan was going, and so
Yes.
it was in Greenpoint. So we walked because she lives in Williamsburg. I live in Williamsburg. We walked over, and we're like a half hour late, but it was like a long event. So we're like, whatever, go
Right.
stop by whenever. And we go, and there were like people dressed in black, and we're like, oh, that's probably where it is because it was like a big building. And the address like took us there, and we go over, and I have the video here. I kid you not. And Paris Hilton is just there, walking in, and I was like, oh my god, like, and there weren't that many. There were a couple paparazzi like snapping photos, and there were like some security guards, but like.
Shocking.
And then us, and we're like, oh my God, it's her. Wow. Like, we came to see her, and like, here she is 2 feet away. And she almost wanted more people there, I felt like, because she like walked slow, and then she was holding the Razr, like almost like just up to her face, and she was like smiling with it. And
Oh my God, she's meant to be a star.
you have
she
to
loves
see
the limelight.
Yeah, but then so we're like standing there and we're like filming. I'm like, oh my God, we're like so close. I didn't realize this would be like such a intimate event. And then someone like whips around and she's like, the entrance is on the other side of the building. And I was like, oh.
To you guys?
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. We were not supposed to be there or see that. And it was like,
Okay, but she was giving you a show.
yeah, it was the funniest moment ever.
That's a professional.
That's professional right there.
And so then we like go back around. She doesn't come on for 2.5 more hours. I was like,
Did
waiting.
you guys know that she was going to come on? You knew she was going to do something.
It was the event was like Motorola with Paris Hilton with this magician who was also there.
Nice.
But like literally, that was the highlight of the whole night. Was just
Had to be.
accidentally. Look at this. Accidentally, I was like, wait, that's her, and then she just like walks through.
You
There
can't
she
miss
is,
her.
holding the phone. No, you can't. And then there was some chick being like walking to her. She's like, who was that person that people? And we were like, Paris Hilton. She's like, I thought it was her. I was like, okay. It
Girl,
was so
did she look
funny.
like a Gen Z? Because, you know, the Gen Zers might not even really know.
No, Paris?
They
how-
might not know her. Yeah,
to that
right.
degree.
It's
But,
like when
she
people
was
don't think the
our
Beatles are a big
2000s
deal now.
icon.
Yeah.
I was really close to her.
Give me a play-by-play of her as a DJ, because I have, to
was-
this day, I want to go to one of her shows.
It was so fun to see her in action.
Yeah.
I'll say this, which I loved. She played a lot of old stuff because it was the Razr. So it was a lot of like throwback songs
Oh
to
my
the
God.
early 2000s when the
Yes.
Razr was like it. It was also very funny. They had like glass cases around the room of like the previous Razrs, you know?
Obsessed.
So you know me, I'm like, there was my 8th grade phone and there was my 10th grade phone.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
It was a funny night. It was a very wacky night because I would say there were a lot of like content creator influencers, you know, who you would know, like, you know.
Right.
But then there were all the Motorola like tech employees.
Oh, so the
So
coming together of the crowds was
The
funny.
tech people all got Razrs. And I was like, I was not invited to some event before the event. you know, and then
to get the
razor. It was
razor.
so funny because I walked up to try and sit somewhere and a woman's like, do you have a token? And I was like, a token? And she's like, if you don't have tokens, you can't sit in this section. And I was like, okay. I didn't know we were like classified.
This is an NFT
she's like, you can go
section?
in the, she's like, you can stand over on the side or in the back. And I was like, well, that's where I was until I saw this empty seat, you know?
Okay.
It was,
Now, are they bringing back like a new Motorola or what
There's
was
a
the
new
purpose?
Razr.
There is a new razor.
There is a new razor. I will say it's cool as hell. It like flips open, but there's a screen on either side. Like this
I've
razor is
seen
working
it.
hard. But they were like, put down your brick, you know, like wink, wink iPhones. Meanwhile, the entire room is just holding up their iPhones, filming Paris Hilton.
That's how you
And
gotta
I'm
do
like,
it.
The irony of being at a phone release party.
And
she's up
everyone
there-
has an Apple.
She's up there DJing. It was fun to see her like doing it,
Doing her thing.
you know. But then like every so often, she like was obviously contracted. It was like every 10 minutes she'd be like, I didn't stay for very long. I just wanted to see her go up. I'm like, I saw
course.
her early.
Yeah.
I gotta go home and eat and go to bed. She would every so often turn to the crowd and hold up her razor phone and like take selfies with.
Oh my God.
It
She's
was
an
great.
icon.
She is an icon. And I thought, you know what? How carefree and fun she is right now. I mean, her life is amazing.
Yeah.
And I loved her intro too. You could tell she cared about her intro because she was also like, and she's a hot mom.
She gave them like the whole script. Say I'm a hot mom. Say I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
It is crazy though. I think she's one of the top selling female DJs like of our time.
I believe it.
You know,
she had
'cause
a good song. She played "I'm Looking for a Man in Finance."
Stop.
Fun. Blue eyes. For like 20 seconds. You know how those songs all like bleed into each other. But
Of
I was
course.
like, it was funny to play that there because you know there were like techie guys there who were like, this is our song.
You can have a moment.
It was funny. It was a weird crowd of like clothing too. I was like, you know,
sounds
like
eclectic, but it
wouldn't
sounds
you
like
dress
one of
a
those-
little cute knowing it's a Paris Hilton
Yeah.
event?
Yeah.
Like, some people were in like straight up like golf outfits. Like,
Yeah, see, you know, they're coming straight from their golf business meetings.
yeah. Anyway, it was funny. And
Very
I want a
tech
razor.
meetings.
I'm like, I tagged them in a bunch of Instagrams. Like, I wasn't paid or anything, but I was like, maybe if I tag them, they'll be like, what's your address? You forgot your hot pink razor. And I'll be like, you're right, I did.
No, you know, the way that I love a goodie bag at one of those events, I mean,
I
at least give
know.
us something.
Give me a little bag at the
Yeah.
end of the night. This is the end of the night. We didn't stay till the end of the night, but I left with Jordan. We were walking back to go to Williamsburg, and we walk outside, and some guy in all black is there, and I go, "Excuse me, sir, we're looking to find our razors." I'm like, accidentally,
Stop,
where's
you-
my goodie bag? And he like starts laughing, and then he points to Jordan and goes, "I follow you on Instagram." And I was like, "Well, now we got a connection."
Come on now,
And I
here
was
we
like-
go.
I was like, and she really wants that razor, and you follow her. And he was like, I just work for the production team. I don't have anything to do with Motorola. I was like, okay, never mind.
You know, these people are just trying to get a check, and that's about
I
it.
can't believe they wouldn't give you guys razors.
There were a lot of like people there who I felt like photographer and like, you know, I was one of the only like, not only, but like
Yeah.
there weren't many comedy creators that I know that were there.
Right.
And I was sort of like, yeah, that would be a great marketing thing. Get all these fucking creators who make content to
Yeah.
play with the razor.
Exactly.
How do you not?
Because
Like,
in
what
a room
whiff.
that's really loud, they had them on display, and I took like photos with them. But this is the best. There were people walking around with them like on trays, almost like it was like food. But you were like, oh, it's the phone, and
But
I
you're
was, like,
just supposed to play
like,
with them?
you could take a selfie with it. And so we did a selfie, and then we were like, can we airdrop this to ourselves? And she goes, airdrop only works for Android. And I was like, and then Jordan goes, can I text it to myself? And she's like, I don't know if you can from this phone. And we were like, okay, then that was fun. Like, what?
What do you do with that?
Yeah, Motorola. I have some notes. I think everyone should have gotten the razor. Okay, if you're not going to pay people, which is fine, you paid for Paris Hilton. That's a huge get.
Yeah.
Right.
But
But like all of our budget went
Then
to that.
I think like if you could pay for Paris Hilton and this other amazing magician who like made razors like appear and disappear and shit, I was like, you
Whoa,
should at least
fancy.
give people the goods, you know?
something. Or maybe even just like a blow up razor. I don't know. Just a goodie bag of something.
There was a group of guys and they were all in like polos, and I was like, they work for Motorola. And someone goes, okay, everybody take out your phones. Oh, because in the magic show we had to do something with our calculators, right? So everyone's like, take out your phones. And the guy goes, which one? And I was like, fuck you, man. I see you with your fucking razor.
What a dad joke, though. Let me just say.
It was funny.
I would have slapped him beside the head.
I probably would shoot a lot on it. Honestly, I'd use it as a camera.
Is it a better camera? Sometimes the Androids or anything
They
else
have good
besides
cameras.
iPhone is
I don't know. You
better
know what I
cameras.
liked that I saw when you shoot, like when you're shooting like like selfie, it also displays like on the back, so you could like flip it and like see your. I don't know. It was there's 2-sided screens. Listen to me, like I fucking work for Motorola.
Wait a minute,
they didn't
she's
give me
plugging 'em.
shit. They gave me I had a Perrier.
Plugging it like she's working them.
Yeah,
I had a slider.
Let's
okay?
be honest. It's going to take a lot for people to make the switch.
It really
know?
will,
Totally.
which is why I was like, you have a room full of people making content on
Right.
phones. Fucking give them
Totally.
a phone.
The phone that cost you probably 80 cents
Yeah.
to make in Indonesia
Anyway.
or whatever.
God, that's
Anywho,
sad.
Yeah.
So we've got Razor Girl Summer. We've also got Rat Girl Summer.
Razor, Rat Girl, Raw Dog.
Stop.
There's our title.
There's our title, bitch.
Yeah. What is okay? Rat Girl, Rat Boy Summer.
Well, that's what I was familiar with, and it was just the boys that look like rats, right?
Yeah.
And by rats, we don't mean that. We just mean a little bit like Barry Keoghan.
Isn't
Barry
it
Cohen.
so sad though that like
Keoghan.
women don't get like if
what
you're
is it?
little
Keoghan is the dude's name.
Keoghan.
Barry
Barry
Keoghan.
Keoghan.
if you're a little different looking as a woman, like let's say you have like I don't know like a feature that's just makes you look unique or different, which some
Right.
actresses I think get hired because of their like unique look.
Tilda Swinton.
Sure.
Unique look.
But like, we don't get a cute name and have it be like Rat Boy Summer. Like, let's put all these like guys who look different. Like, where they're
Yeah.
actually hot now because they're like in the pack. You
Yeah,
know,
Of
yeah.
course.
It's so
I
funny.
wouldn't go as far to call them rat boys. It's just like, they give off maybe like a ratatouille.
Yeah.
Is that what the rat boy is?
No, I don't know. I think it's just like a small face, like
You're-
lots of hair, like something weird. Small eyes. I don't know. Eats cheese. Who the fuck knows?
Eats cheese.
I made that one up.
We've got Barry Keoghan,
Yeah,
Timothy
can you-
Chalamet.
Timmy C, from The Bear,
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Allen White, Jaw.
I don't think of him as a rat as much as like a former wrestler, like a high school wrestler who got hot.
He kind of does have a ratty face, though.
Yeah.
He's got almost like a bit of a snout.
I could see it now.
You know?
Yes, I do see that.
But like if he were a girl, you'd be like, not cute.
Definitely not. Yeah.
It's so
As we all know, the rules for men and women.
we gotta work fucking twice. I am the razor of humanity. You know what I mean? We gotta work twice as hard to get people to be on board with what we're doing. You gotta put Botox in your face.
Yeah.
You gotta
There's so many
do
rules.
all these things. And men can fucking throw water on their heads, and people are like, actually, they're hot. Wow.
I'll agree with some of them, but some of them I just don't do it for me.
Yeah,
That's okay. Everybody's got different preferences, but I'm not really about the rat boy summer.
you're not.
No, let them
Rat
have
girl
their moment.
summer.
So rat girl summer.
Yeah, this is a Hoda. I don't know if Hoda and Jenna coined it or if they picked it up somewhere.
It was with Naz Perez. Their social.
Naz. Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
now. Naz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love Naz. Shout out
love
Naz.
Naz.
I don't know if she
Really
listens, but
shout out Naz.
she and I have texted to get lunch for like 2 years. So
Same.
one day it'll happen.
Sounds like Naz.
Same.
Yep.
We need a big wig lunch together.
Yeah.
She says we're embracing rodent energy now. Whatever the fuck that means. We're scurrying around the streets, we're nibbling on our little snacks, and generally finding ourselves in places we have no business being in. God, has to be a
Again,
name
women
for
have to
everything.
work really hard, You gotta stick your nose in someone else's business, and people are like, "That's it." Hot girl summer, I think, is just a mindset, and I'm still having a hot girl summer.
Yeah, can we just stick with one thing? We move too fast.
They're like, hot girl summer is so 2023.
Now you have to be a rat
You have
and
to be a
scurry
fucking rat
around.
now. You gotta fucking work harder than a hot girl.
It sounds like a lot of work, to be honest.
Yeah.
She says, go outside, eat, and enjoy eating, and also kill the cringe and don't overthink.
I'm here for it.
Dude,
Maybe I'm having a rat
so
girl.
many rules.
Yeah,
To go out and eat?
I could do it, but don't overthink. Kill the cringe. A rat girl drive and whimsy should be leading her through each decision, she explained.
What the fuck does any of this mean?
We have too much time on our hands. But I do embrace scurrying around and eating some random
I think
cheese.
the summer is, you know what? Have a couple nights where you end up somewhere you didn't plan. I think that's a fun summer,
Yeah.
I think like be looser with the plans, on the weekend kind of you don't need to have something. I think in the winters we're like, I have this Saturday and this and this and this. Like, go walk around a neighborhood, go find a restaurant, walk in, have dinner, and
Yes.
go get drinks somewhere. Like just be free. I think that's what makes summer different than other seasons.
I'm fully invested. We're now in summer now. I think the first day was 2 days ago?
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
Yep.
Thank God. But now Mother Nature was like, you want summer? Here it is.
Yeah,
Because it's
very hot.
We're fully just in the depths of the equator. That's how hot it is.
Yeah, and you know what? I will say some restaurants are really pumping the AC. I just had lunch with a friend, and I was like, "I'm sorry that my nipples are just like in your salad," and he was like, "They are," and I can't help but stare. And I was like, "Okay, thank you."
Are you sure you weren't wearing a Skims bra, or it was like really hard nips?
No, I was wearing a white shirt, and I came home, and Jared's like, "I just see your boobs through your shirt," and I was like, "I didn't
was
wear a
turned
bra."
on immediately. He was turned on.
I didn't wear a bra, and I was like, "No." He was like, "Did you pack yet? We have to leave." I'm like, I changed because I was like, two people have talked about my boobs today, so I changed to come here. I just want you to know that I took.
Why are you now not letting us? What
See
is the
my
word?
nips?
Suppressing us of your nips?
Just, you know what? Sometimes you gotta keep
depriving.
things-
Thank you.
keep them wanting more. You know.
Keep them wanting more during this Rat Girl summer.
You better be subscribing to that YouTube right now to check out my boobs.
If you ain't taking a look over here at these hard
We
nips,
should post this video on Pornhub.
you know what? We really need to boost up our sales. Like, I'm down for it all.
I love that. Wait, can we talk about one other thing that's happening this summer that you brought up? The raw dogging. Can you give the people
dogging.
an explanation of
yes.
raw dogging
Speaking of
while flying, right?
pornography.
While
Flying.
traveling.
Here's what I think. I think it's just clickbait. People want to hear about rodent summer. They want to hear about raw dogging because obviously it sounds like something else.
Yeah.
Raw dogging a flight, which we've talked about, is not using any phones, music, no movies, and you are
that's
just
what it
staring
is?
Yep.
straight at the screen and you're watching
You
the
sick
flight route.
boy.
Of course, I thought it was fucking on a plane.
No, that's Mile
That's
High
called the
Club.
Mile High Club.
I know,
Mike.
but I thought we're rebranding eating out this summer as Rat Girl Summer. I figured that,
Raw dogging is
Raw
going back
dogging.
to 1981,
I
where
see.
you go on a plane and you
Yeah.
fucking sit there.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you wait, which often happens on which airline do we want to take down today?
I'm gonna go with Delta. They
Okay.
broke my bag.
Delta. Just on any Delta, you're just forced to raw dog because the screens are
Remember
always
it happened
broken.
to me when I broke my headphones?
Yes, the
but-
jack broke
in it.
in the hole.
Yeah, and they were like, until a mechanic can like come work on this plane, we can't
I
pull
would
it
have been
out.
like, get a tweezer and fish out my aux cord.
I was trying the whole time, but so I sort of had to raw dog that flight. That was pretty miserable.
Raw dogging can be utilized in anything. Have you ever raw dogged a flight?
No, why would I?
I don't know. I think it's I just
panic.
fall
I'll
asleep.
switch seats. I'll pay if I'm like, can I
Yeah.
just like move? Get me a screen.
I need to not be alone with my own thoughts for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you remember when Flights is gonna date us? Do you remember when Flights would have like a movie? Like,
Dude, oh, you would look over there to the front seats?
no, like they would be like, we're playing this movie today on the
Yes.
flight, and the screens would come down from the ceiling.
Oh, they would come down,
and you'd
yeah.
like plug in your headphones, and you'd have to like, you'd hope you're a couple seats close to the
Yes,
screen,
right?
Like I can't imagine how my
Because there was
parents
one
could ever
every
see
like
that.
10 seats or
Yeah.
something. So if you're the 10th, you're like squinting to see the damn screen.
Yeah, and they'd play one movie, and
Yeah.
it was like that's for everyone. That was such a time.
And I really miss it. It was such a communal experience together. You're like all on that flight. And
All
you're
watching
all
the same
watching the same
movie.
movie. And usually it was like a Sandra Bullock or like an adventure, kind of like a train
Yeah,
or
it was like a box office
Yeah.
hit of the season or
Yeah.
something, and it was like a family movie.
I
you know
miss
what?
it.
I don't, but
I miss it just because like
I'm so spoiled. I'm like, every plane, I will say this, it's not my favorite airline anymore, but JetBlue, every plane should have the fucking system that JetBlue has where you can watch TV live, so you can tune into a
Yeah.
game or the news or whatever, and you can also watch movies. Like, we live in a time where that is possible on every flight.
true.
Direct TV.
And you get-
Hello.
Yeah, DirecTV, you
Yeah.
get service. It's
Yeah.
nice. But it does make for, again, so many decisions. Sometimes I kind of just want to be told, like, okay, we're watching this. I don't even have to think right now. I'm going to sit my ass down on this plane. But there's also the option for the movie not working, and then you're all raw dogging
Then you're
together.
raw dogging. Do you have a movie like that you like to watch on a plane? Is there something you would like watch?
Top 3 movies. Sometimes their movie selections are just like a little bit off, but I usually go for Crazy Rich Asians.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
That one's
You
always on every
usually
flight.
go for it?
There's this one scene with Aquafina that I'm obsessed with when she's like pulling out dresses from her trunk. And I love it. It's very comforting.
I saw it in the movie theater, but I wouldn't go far as to be like, that's a movie I watch every plane.
How many times have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
Well, here's the thing. I never really finish the full movie because I go to that part or I find the parts that I love and then I'll go to that. Now, I love to watch other things. I'm not only saying I'm selective to Crazy
15,
Rich Asians.
What
20.
other movies?
Give me a number.
Anything with like the Jack Nicholson, Something's Gotta Give.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Of course, it's
Yeah.
my favorite movie.
Just Anna's favorite movie.
It is. Ask Jared if you say what is Anna's favorite movie. I guarantee you he'll say Something's Gotta Give.
Really?
Yep.
It's a good movie.
I'm a huge Nancy Meyers head.
Yeah.
I'm a huge.
I mean, who damn isn't?
Yeah.
Nancy Meyers is kind of everybody's mother, everybody's sister, everybody's aunt.
interior designer. I mean, she
Interior
fucking.
designer.
Yeah.
Her movies put you in
What
a
about
vibe.
a Nancy Meyers summer?
Do you love It's Complicated? Because that's a good
Oh
one.
my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, what is better? I think I actually love It's Complicated better.
Really?
Because Jack Nicholson, I can't see myself boning with, but
But you see yourself boning Alec Baldwin
over
Or
Jack
Steve
Nicholson,
Martin?
I'm sorry. He has got great hair in that movie, and Jack Nicholson has some tufts of hair.
Steve Martin had the funniest Instagram today. Did any of you see it?
No.
He it's just a photo of him and he's in a hat or whatever. And he goes, I was just in an elevator with people and they pointed at me and they go, oh my God, you're wearing a Wordle hat. No
good.
clue. It's Steve Martin. They just fucking loved his hat.
That's crazy.
It was so fun. Just the way he posted it. And I was like, that's so funny because you
That's
are a
so
super
funny.
famous person
Yeah.
and they liked your hat. They didn't
Not even murders in the building. That's crazy
So
to me.
funny.
That's crazy to me. All right, what are
anyway.
your top three? What are some
Oh,
selects?
if any flight has Mamma Mia, it's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, I can really rock a Mamma Mia on a flight. It's on
Oh, Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada is always a good one.
Yeah.
It's like the movies that if they're on TV, I will always watch them.
Again.
I can watch them on a plane because you can watch them over and over again.
Retweet.
Any of the Home Alones.
Home Alones.
Forrest Gump, I could do anywhere. I can do any of the Nancy Meyers ones. Mamma Mia 2.
Throw in the sequel there.
a good rom-com. Like I thought you were going to
gonna be a
say
rom-com.
before Crazy Stupid Love. That's a great plane movie.
Oh my God, it's the best. David Lindhagen. I love that.
It's a good movie.
You know what? What's it called when you start getting so invested in someone else's screen, even though you don't have the sound, but you know the movie, so
yeah.
you're following along.
Yeah.
Crazy Stupid Love is one of those movies where I could raw dog across the plane and I'll watch it with them.
Yeah. Wow. She's raw dogging across a plane. Look at that. I love that. Jared will we like to watch a movie together if we're on a long flight. We'll start by watching a
That
movie
is
together.
literally so cute and disgusting of you because
It's I've
always
always
never
been
had
a
that.
thing where he'll and he's good at he'll be like, okay, you press play first and I'll figure it out and he'll pause and press it so we're on the same, so we can watch a movie
you
together.
stop and start together. Okay, I need to reevaluate my relationships actually.
Apparently, yeah.
Mike,
He's
are you
let's-
doing this? What the?
Would you watch a movie with your lover
In
on a plane?
I mean,
That
I haven't.
answers it. No,
well,
he's not.
I haven't been on a plane in a long time, but
But
I
if there's
also
a new movie that we didn't get to see that we were we were going to see that movie, we should watch it. We'll watch it together.
yeah. I mean, I think in principle it's the same as just watching it with somebody at home. No,
Yeah, except you don't have to
Absolutely.
take your headphones out.
right? Yeah, it's like you're watching at the same time, so this way you're not.
No, I love that.
You know.
I don't think Nick and I have done that maybe one time, but usually he's watching either Succession or The History, some crazy Hitler
Yeah,
documentary.
Hitler. Yeah, of course.
And I'm over here can we just watch Devil Wears Prada? God damn.
Well, I'll watch my movie next,
Right.
and he can watch whatever, Raiders of the Lost Ark movie he wants.
Sounds right.
Yeah. He's been asking me to go see what's the new movie out that's an action-y movie.
The new sci-fi?
Kevin Costner. movie?
No, Furiosa.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Max.
That actually looks kind of good.
Jared's can we go see Furiosa? And I'm like, no, but go see it. I literally, I don't know. I'm just,
That's
We
not
have
an
talked about
animated
action
movie.
movies. We're not an action movie.
I'm not an action movie girl.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound. It bothers me.
Oh, in theaters. But then in the comfort of your own home.
Nah, I don't want it.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, we talked about, was our go-to action movie.
That I can watch, but that's sex action, different kind.
It's not it's not super actiony.
Yeah.
It's not Max. No, but you mean Mad Max is
Okay.
Every shot is
I saw
you know.
Fury Road.
something blowing up in the desert.
got
Yeah,
bored.
Fury Road is right. I liked it. Obviously, it's like, but it's a total fucking boy movie. Like,
Yeah.
you know, shit blows up in the desert. You know,
Yeah.
4x4s and
all that jazz.
yeah, it's a mess.
I guess I don't like boy movies, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that is like a hyper specific, you know.
Like, I don't even like Star Wars.
Okay, but I got really
Yeah.
into Dune.
But Dune is
Never seen
not.
it.
Yeah, Dune is not quite like.
It was forced on me, but I ended up
yeah.
liking it.
Okay.
Have you seen? I also wanted to talk about the new movie that Jennifer Lawrence is doing because it's a blending of two worlds.
It's it's a little concerning for me actually, considering I've been trying to sell my feature film and it's a horror movie and we kill housewives in it. So I was like, great,
Dude.
it actually hurts my heart to see it because I'm like,
No, but yours is a
there's
different
so many
premise.
different projects I've done over the years, and then I see like an A-list celebrity come out with a very similar idea, and you're like, well, there goes my shot, but it happens.
But hers is a different premise, right?
I don't know. Isn't it a horror movie with housewives?
I don't think it's a horror movie.
Yeah, it is.
What? Okay, we don't have to talk about it then.
We can talk about it.
I didn't know it was a horror movie. I wasn't getting horror movie vibes.
I thought it was. I just saw it and sent it to my writing partner, and I was like, hopefully this won't affect us, because we do have a film that's out with some production companies, and I'm like, hopefully this won't affect us. This won't affect us. This won't affect us.
Right.
I pray, I got to sell that movie. It's a good movie.
And here's to that.
And Jennifer Lawrence's will be good too.
You will absolutely. I have faith in this. You have been writing it. You've been consistent with it. It's a passion project, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure.
Money. I just need some money.
Okay, cool.
Money would be good. Yeah.
Money would be good to make it. Yeah, to make it. All right, we got to take a quick break, and then we're going to come wrap this mother up. And we're back. And we got to wrap it up soon.
Rap-a-tat-tato.
I was telling Dre, I started the Celine Dion documentary that I've been waiting for this to come out. My algorithm is Celine Dion. You know what I mean? Like, they know.
It's fully aware, and it's pushing all the things towards
Yeah.
you.
I love her so much. She's one of those artists I've never seen live, and I would like lose my mind seeing her in concert.
we probably got to get on that.
Seeing her live.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope she can perform again, because the doc is about her illness, and it's
Not
like
being
so
able to
sad because she's so like, she's just such an artist that's like, it's her whole life. It's she's done it since she's a kid. She's one of the best voices we have had in our generation.
Yeah.
And to see her not be able to sing, and like, it's sad. It's really real and sad. And I always find it very interesting when people in their own documentaries, she wears no makeup in her interviews. She's just kind of like raw dogging.
People do that.
Yeah.
Raw dogging.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a choice. I'm sure it is, because
Yeah.
I don't think they do anything that's not,
No, it's definitely a choice.
calculated.
She was like, I just want to be
Me.
She's in like a button down and no makeup, and she's doing her interviews.
I love that.
And yeah, but it's really sad that like that her voice is literally like what made her an international superstar, and that like this, illness that she had like took over, and she hasn't performed in a while, but she's so determined to sing
get back.
Yeah. And she's like, I will be there. I will sing again. And I'm like, damn, if we all could have the like motivation like
and the-
Celine Dion
Seriously.
in the face of an illness, who's like, I will be there again.
The devotion. All she
Yeah.
wants to do is be back on stage, be back singing.
Yeah. And like her husband passed away. She has such positive spirits that you're like, wow, if only everyone could have that kind of attitude about life. Like,
Yeah, we would all be in a much better place.
yeah. I mean, I know she's had some dark times, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's inspiring. It is to watch it. It's sad, but it's inspiring. And she does this whole bit about shoes, which Evan Ross Katz I was like filming it last night. I'm like, this is so funny. Everyone's going to
amazing.
blow this up tomorrow. But like, she's talked about her shoe collection and her like shoe obsession, like before on like late night shows and shit. And they show her warehouse of her shoes.
It's a warehouse?
It's a warehouse. And she like, it's like costumes and stuff, but she has like a whole big section of shoes.
I'm obsessed.
And she shows the shoes, and she's like, I've worn every shoe between a size 6 and a 10. I'll fit into anything if I like the shoe. Like they'll
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
so
great.
funny.
That's
It's a really
incredible.
funny bit where she's like, you know how many stores I walk into, and I'm like, I want this shoe, and they're like, what size are you? And she's like, what sizes do you have? I'll make it work.
I am now rewiring my brain to do that.
Yeah.
I'll
She's like, I've
stuff
worn
my feet
She'll
into
show you.
anything.
She's like, I've worn shoes where my toes are like this, and I've worn shoes where I had to like put in a whole thing. I don't care.
That's
She's like, I don't care. I like the shoe.
That's incredible.
It's so funny. She's so a character. Like she's so good on camera, you know? I'm like, I know she'll sing again because she believes it. I believe it. But I do think like, and she sings, she just isn't like hitting the notes like fucking Celine Dion notes. But I'm like, she could be an Oscar winning actress too. Like she's that like good on camera.
I'm actually shocked that she never really went into movies. Kind of like Lady Gaga has trickled in.
Yeah.
Because she would be an amazing actress, I feel.
Yeah.
Just, whenever she does those interviews and she just pops into songs.
So funny.
So funny. And I just want to watch it over and over.
She is such a character. The doc is dark, but she is so good. I mean, I haven't finished it yet. I started it because I was like, it's out. Oh my God. But it was like already 11 and I'm like, there's no way I'm making it through this, you know? But it was, I'm excited to finish it. And I love her. I've loved her for so long. I love
her. I mean, just pop on Titanic and... It's a wrap.
Which I didn't realize she didn't even want to do that.
She didn't what?
That would have been a miss.
She didn't want to do that. The take they took is a rehearsal. She was like singing. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
They did it in like 40 minutes.
What?
Get out of here.
The biggest song of like our time.
Literally. Sometimes magic is made very
Dolly Parton wrote Jolene in an hour or something. Like
that's also another wild phenomenon.
These people are prodigies. They are like on another level where it's just like it just
and I love when they describe it and they're just like, yeah. We kind of just like had this tune. We went with it. Kind of Billie Eilish explains it like this. And they're on another level. They're on another wavelength.
Are wired differently.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think Celine Dion wrote the Titanic song, but like she didn't really want to sing it or something. There's something weird there. Also, you know what's interesting, which is so sad that now that I know this in the doc, I'm not ruining it. It's like kind of in the beginning, but when she talks about how her voice was starting to change when she realized she wasn't was sick or getting sick. They didn't know what was wrong with her at first. You know how she does a lot in her concerts where she points the mic to the audience? She'll be like, you know, on the big numbers or whatever, she'll be like this. She was like, I was doing that when I couldn't hit certain notes. I was putting the mic in the audience. And she says it in an interview and you're like, oh my God. Like
you would never know.
Yeah. It's very like she was like talking about the moves she would do when she was scared her voice would crack.
Right.
Which is, and she like stopped concerts sometimes.
Oh
and, like,
my God.
It was pretty wild.
You know, she's such a star performer. She like the last thing she wants to do is stop the concert.
She said that's harder than doing any show is to cancel a show is harder than doing the show. Cause she's like doing the shows, it's my job, but canceling it, she's like people, and then if they see you out in the tabloids and you're out at lunch with your son, they think, oh, she just wanted to have lunch with her son and I paid money to go see a concert that I can't see now. Like it was interesting to hear her like talk about that. Anyway, everyone should watch it because
definitely
I love Celine Dion.
I love that woman.
I know.
She deserves a full-on comeback, healing. We love her.
I hope she like is going to be in Vegas. I think she is going to be performing again. I hope she's back in Vegas. That's a reason to go and see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count me in. I'm putting that whatever I need to do, I will be there.
Big time. Listen, we're going to have to do a bonus episode of the Kardashians because Dre is not caught up. But for those who did watch last week's episode, I will say Kourtney giving birth on camera again, years later on a different series. It was the whole episode is like Kourtney's birth. And
it was
baby Rocky.
A whole episode from me.
Yeah, it really was. So I can't wait for her to watch it. We'll have to catch up on it, literally.
A bonus episode is in our future.
It's in our future.
I'll watch the damn. Yeah. I will watch. I'll watch the episode. I mean, it's about Kourtney. We have to. It's for the content. I'm in it.
It is for it.
Expect it. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. New episodes every Thursday and new YouTube episodes every Friday. We're really trying to get on that schedule.
And say goodbye to this studio and hello to Bigger and Better. Mike, good luck with the move this week.
Thank you, ladies.
All good energy. Are we getting a new curtain? We no longer will have our black curtain.
I honestly don't know exactly what the room's going to look like yet. We have to kind of figure that out once we get all this shit into the room.
Yeah, totally. We got to interior design a little.
There's a brick wall in there that's pretty cool
looking. I love an exposed
looking.
brick, Anna.
So we're gonna see what everything looks like.
Light on that brick. That'll look hot.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. I mean, like once I get in there, we'll figure it out. But it will look different next week if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
for sure. That's a promise because it has to.
But check us out and go and subscribe online too. You can still listen to us. We're not only a YouTube podcast.
That's right.
We're still old school audio. Hey,
we're still a razor.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Peace and love.
Have a rat girl summer. See you next week.
Bye.